So let's talk a little more about customer psychology, because obviously this is a big part of advertising, all this stuff. How do you even start to figure out what your customers really want, especially when they're bombarded with messages all day? Obviously, you touched on it with iterative stuff, but I kind of want to hear your thoughts here.
So I love creating brand strategies for folks. But when I was doing it, I felt like there was a key piece missing, right? So you're doing these interviews, right? You're doing these stakeholder interviews, these focus groups, all of this stuff. You're getting as much info as you can. But at the end of the day, people can lie. Right? People are put into situations, especially if you tell them, hey, you're going to be part of this interview and blah, 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 blah. Already you set yourself up for answering questions maybe that support how you want to be perceived versus how you will actually act. So that always bugged me, right? So you're doing all this thing and then I'm like, okay, but I can think that I'm a really great person, but at the end of the day, I might not give back $20 I found on the street, right? So it's one of those things where it really bothered me. So because of that, I kind of went into this neuromarketing kind of route, which is essentially the middle ground between psychology, behavioral economics, and marketing, which consists of just me learning more about the brain and what our subconscious is doing, but also just getting a ton of research and insights from studies that exist from neuroscientists and applying that to some of our strategies to see where those things that are obviously evident in studies align with what people are actually saying, with what my clients' target folks are actually saying, and crafting something along with creativity, right? And merging all of those three things into really understanding what the client wants. So for example, if we're talking about a local, I'm making this up, orthodontist,